Good morning, everyone. We are back with day 2 of lesson 9.4, and we are spending 2 days on lesson 9.4 because this lesson had both of the explorations that you did yesterday and a bunch of multiplication games for you to practice, and it seemed to make more sense to spread it out over 2 days. So today I'm going to teach you a new game called Finding Factors that I'm going to ask you to play at least a couple of rounds of. And additionally, you can play Factor Bingo or Product Pile Up or Multiplication Top It, but definitely try out Finding Factors, which I'm about to show you how to play now. I've also posted these game rules and the game board below so that you can print out as many game boards as you need to play, because each time you play you need a new game board. All right, for this game you need the game board, as I just mentioned, 2 different colored counters, and you could use 2 different color Lego pieces, or if you're using pennies you can just use one that's on heads and one that's on tails. And then you'll need 2 crayons or colored pencils of different colors. And this game is for you to play with another person. So each person, and I'm going to show you the game board. It looks like this. Each person begins by putting their counter on any of the factors on this factor strip across the bottom. So you would put it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So if I am, say, the green player, I could put my counter on the 9, and then maybe my opponent is blue. They can put theirs on any of the factors. They can also put it on the 9 with me, so it doesn't have to be that only one person gets to choose a factor. But let's pretend that this person put their counter on the 5. So once you've placed your counter on the strip below, player 2, the person who had the blue counter, is going to multiply those 2 factors and gets to color in that answer on the grid above. So let's look back where we put our counters. Player 1, the green player, had put theirs on 9. Player 2, the blue player, put theirs on 5. And player 2 would say 9 times 5 is 45. So then they would look up at this grid and see if 45 is there. It is, and they get to color that square in with their color. Then player 1, the green player, gets to move their token from the 9 to, let's say, to the 3. So imagine it's not on 9 anymore. Now the green player is on 3, and the green player will now multiply her factor by her opponent's factor, and that would be 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So I'm going to go up to the square and see if 15 is there. And it is. So I would get to color in 15 with green. And now it's the blue player's turn. The blue player is now going to move from the 5 to another factor. How about moving to 8? And so now the blue player is going to multiply 3 and 8. What is 3 times 8? 24. So I'm going to look back up. If I'm the blue player, I'm going to find 24, and I'm going to color it in with my color. And so on and so forth. It's now the green player's turn. So the green player is going to move from 3. Maybe the green player is going to go to 6. And now the green player will say 6 times 8. 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. I'm going to come up and I'm going to color in 48 with green. And now it's the blue player's turn, and you keep going until one of the players, and this is kind of like bingo, until one of the players has colored in all of the answers across or all of the answers in a column or all of the answers diagonally. That part is kind of like bingo. So this is a really fun game. I'd like you to try it at least 2 times. So you'll need to print out the game mat twice at least. And if you need to look back at directions, they're posted here as well. And play this game. If you have more time, you can play product pileup, you can play factor bingo, you can play multiplication top it, but this would also be a really great day to catch up on math boxes and home links. If you find yourself a little bit behind, you should be completed with math boxes and home links through 9.4. The other challenge that I'll give you is that if yesterday you weren't able to make those squares into one big square, keep working on that. And if you get it, go ahead and upload it to Seesaw. But what I'd for sure like you to do is play at least 2 rounds of finding factors and work your best to get caught up on math boxes and home links through 9.4. All right, have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.